What is going on, guys? Back with another YouTube video. And today, this is basically going to be week 2 of my trade recaps. Started this last week, and basically, I just want to go over all the trades I took during the week and to basically reflect on all of my wins or losses or break evens, and just basically understand why I'm losing and how I'm gonna, end up being profitable, which is reflecting and just learning from all my mistakes. So let's see. So this is Monday, and looks like we had a break even day. So let me just read it first. So break even trade on ES. We had an hourly high above after taking out the 8 o'clock high, came into the 1 minute gap and chopped a bit, but then we had a strong displacement candle higher that paired with the 5 minute close. So I took that going break even at the internal high and went break even instantly because we began flushing, but then market just began to chop and I got stopped at break even. So if we go look inside on the 1 minute, we have this displacement candle higher, then we start chopping a little bit, and then we start ripping higher again, and then I had my next draw as an hourly high. And the problem with this trade is that I'm trying to long in an area of rejection, right? Because the second we sweep whatever this high was, we start to slow down in volume, and I really should have, if I wanted to long, wait for us to break out of this zone, this rejection zone, because it's just not risky. It's just too risky, and um, I feel like I'm very lucky that I went break even because I could have just gotten pulled back, um, for sure. But yeah, there's that. That was on the 1 minute. This is the 5 minute. See how we sweep, come back down, come back higher, break even, come back down. So yeah, just it didn't look super clean. Even though we were pushing higher, it's just never safe to trade into an area or a zone of rejection. Okay, so there's that. Not super clean. Um, I mean, I have like the trade that the perfect A plus setup, but it's hard when you're actually in the markets and you see everything happening so fast. It's hard to just wait for the actual setup. So on Tuesday we had a no trade day. So I said no trades today. It was pretty clear where price wanted to move, but the move was made during market open to London high, and I lost a trade doing that even though it was really clean. I was not willing to take that. Later in the market we began to slow down, and I definitely felt emotions getting to me because I was tempted to enter, but I stayed disciplined and just called it a day. So yeah, Tuesday, um, there was no real moves to like deliver from. It was just kind of like one motion or one movement higher. We sweep like the main draw on liquidity off of market open, and coupled like I'm pretty sure I went over it last week. I tried doing that and I lost. So to me it wasn't worth it, even though that trade would have played out. To me it's never worth it, and it's something I learned from. So that's good right there because I prevented a loss, a potential loss, and yeah, that's a good day. Okay, so Wednesday took one trade today, longs to 4 hour high. We had a really strong 5 minute close, which I entered off of. I thought I was on mini, so I entered three when it was micro. So then I had to add position once it came back to my original fill. I thought I was going to get stopped out because the 5 minute was a little sketch, but since it was negative R, and we still had a retrace, which is honestly where I should have had my entry, but I was very convinced that we were going to take that. So fortunately, I did not get subbed out, went break even at the newly created internal high, and managed to get a 1500 day on my evals. So yeah, this was like probably the best day of the week, just because we had a really nice delivery. We we had a nice retrace and we followed through to the draw on liquidity. Um, so this is on the, I don't know what time frame this is on, but it looked like it was on, this might be the 1 minute. So yeah, we had strong candle higher. That confirms that these are going to be our draws on liquidity. We come back down, we retrace, and then we buy back up. Um, my entry was on the 5 minute close, so it was around right here. And then once we got the retrace, I actually added position because I was so convinced that that was the retracement leg. So yeah, we come up, retrace, and then push higher. So I mean, yeah, that was a really good day. $1,500 for my evals. Um, but yeah, that's kind of where all of the good stuff ends, unfortunately. Because on Thursday, let's just read it. Don't know what to say. I'm pissed. Wanted to see data highs get taken on ES. I was because it was the bullish index. I liked the immediate flip we had after sweeping lows on the Nasdaq, and I figured ES would take out data highs. I entered off the second displacement candle on the 1 minute time frame. Got edged the first time. I thought we were going to flip that after the other displacement candle higher, but then NQ just wanted to, yep, keep going lower. 5 minutes later, the trade played out and could have been improper stop loss placement. So, yeah, this day was very unfortunate loss. It was more of a reversal play, but I think my biggest mistake here was my stop loss. It was not protected whatsoever. I with this stop loss, I deserved to lose. Should have been like I would have had it under this body high. It probably would have been somewhere like right here. Um, and the trade would have ended up playing out. Now, I'm not saying this is the best trade ever because it is reversal based and I do take continuations, but the fact that we we had that SMT with NQ, we push higher. To me, it just made sense that we were going to take out data highs because of how bullish it was. And yeah, man, I just had a bad stop loss placement and unfortunately I lost. So that put me back to $50,000 on my evals. And then from there, uh, I only had $500 left to drawdown because I was in profit and then I went back down. So um, basically, on Friday, I forced a trade and it made absolutely no sense. But I just basically only had $500 left to draw down. Tried taking a random trade and lost. So yeah, it's pretty unfortunate that happened because I really wanted to get those evals passed. It was three of them, but I mean yeah. And then after that, this is on the same day. I bought another account on Alpha Futures, and I took this idiotic trade. Like this line right here is market open. We push higher, then we have a strong displacement candle lower, chop a little bit, and then I just decide to long on this candle right here. Like, I don't know what I was thinking. It really makes no sense. Because we had London lows, we had a 4 hour high. We could have gone either direction, and we had not confirmed either way. Um, like maybe all I had to do was wait for this displacement candle, wait for this displacement candle, enter it about right here, go break even early, and yeah, that would have been a green day. But like I was just so in my head and just super emotional, and that's what happens when you're emotional. You make irrational decisions. So I mean, yeah, it's a unfortunate week because I basically lost money on losing those evals. So I mean, yeah, it's just something that I have to learn from. It's something that um, I'm gonna have to improve on because this is not the way to trade like a profitable trader. So that's gonna wrap it up for this week's trade recap, and hopefully this week coming up I can just be more locked in, stay detached from the markets, not feel like I have to take a trade and ultimately just be the best version of myself and be the profitable trader that I know I am. So yeah, that's gonna wrap it up, and I hope you guys have a great day, and thanks for watching.